Still live here at Disrupt. I'm Colleen Taylor on the Startup Alley TechCrunch TV live stage.
That's a mouthful.
It really kind of is. I kind of always mix the words up together. But sitting with me is Nick Taranto, who's the CEO, founder of Plated.
Yes, ma'am.
Which is a food delivery company.
We deliver everything you need to cook a chef-designed meal at home.
Yeah, and we're just catching up here because I met you a couple years ago.
2 years and change.
And so much has changed for Plated since then. Give me the numbers. This is crazy.
It's been a crazy journey. It's been a really crazy journey. We met at South by Southwest. We had 20 employees. We were just going into Techstars, and now we've raised over 20 million in venture funding. We cover the whole country. At that time, we were only in New York. Yep. Shipped millions of meals across the country. Almost 400 employees now. So it's just been this quintessential entrepreneurial journey since we saw you last.
And it's been such a huge couple of years for you guys at Plated, but I also feel like the entire food delivery space has just expanded. When I met you, it was the first time I'd ever even heard of such a concept of delivering these, the ingredients that you need to make an awesome meal at home. Yeah. And then you being able to cook it yourself so you can add your own personal touch.
Well, think about the whole food technology space and what's happened just in the last 2 years. It's really amazing. From DoorDash and Sprig and Munchery and Spoon Rocket to our category, like none of this existed 2.5 years ago.
Was there something that happened 2.5 years ago to make this all possible?
I'd like to think we catalyzed this massive revolution in food.
Just you. I think they said, this guy, Nick Taranto, is awesome.
Right.
I want to do what he does.
That's right. Some of it's luck. Right, some of it's luck that we got in when we did. I think if it was 6 months earlier, we never would have gotten funded. 6 months later, timing might have been too late. So a lot of it came down to us getting in at the right time. But I do think what's happened in the last 2.5 years is the investor community, for the first time since Webvan 15 years ago, has come around and now recognizes that this is the last frontier of e-commerce, and there are ways to break into it. So there's going to be tens of billions of dollars of value created just over the next 5 years through the end of the decade. And there are a lot of folks out there trying to make that happen. It's not going to be winner take all. There are going to be lots of winners as spend shifts from offline to online. And the VCs are rushing to get in. So
it sounds like when you're looking at this landscape, people might think, oh, Munchery is a competitor to Plated. It sounds like that's not how you're really looking at it.
That's not how we think about it.
Right, right. And what has this competition mean? Sometimes when you think about a lot of different companies coming into a space, then people are going to be driving down prices to stay competitive with each other. Yeah. What is happening and how are you guys kind of thinking about it?
Yeah, so that's part of what I love about being in food, is that the market is so big. There's $414 billion spent just on dinner, just in the US every year. $414 billion.
Everyone's gotta eat.
From our perspective, our job is to have a clearly defined target and just ruthlessly execute against that with one product for now.
And who is, it sounds like we have about a minute until we go to the stage here. I still want to keep talking. Who is the core Plated customer? Is there a core Plated customer?
Yeah, we call that core customer the evolved eater. And I'm actually putting out a book in the next couple months. We're going to have this pretty awesome cross-country bus tour, bunch of great sponsors, more to come on that soon. But the evolved eater is basically any person who wants to cook more and live better. So the big insight for us is there's this latent demand, people in the country that want to cook. It's just time consuming and expensive.
Right. I have to tell you, I feel like for the past couple of years, my New Year's resolution has always been to cook at home more.
Gotta get you hooked up, girl.
We gotta get hooked up with Plated. Well, Nick Taranto, thank you so much for coming by the stage.
Good seeing you again.
I believe that they're about to start any second now, so enjoy the afternoon show.